Yeah. They'd be like, what the heck? The heck? Alright. Hi, stream. I can see both. Hold on, no. Go ahead, live chat. There we go. Alright. We're live. Let's share it out real quick. Turn up the dial, unfiltered opinions, that's our style. Crack up headphones and give us a listen. The Let's Talk CAW podcast. The Let's Talk CAW podcast. I have to have time to do it. Hey, Adrian. Let's do this. Why not? Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Let's Talk CAW podcast. I'm your host, Triple B, alongside Odds and Samurai. Guys, don't say hi just yet. I have to fix something really quick. Properties. I'm so glad you guys can't hear him say that right now. He's trying to cuss, and within the first 10 minutes of the stream, bastard. Why is I'm a nice man. Damn, I forgot there's a freaking blurb that says it. Man. You can be heard now. You're welcome.
Asshole.
I'm surrounded by assholes.
That's how that is how I felt last night, by the way. The start of that GM that is how I felt. I was like, I am surrounded by assholes. I was going to be sitting here updating stuff, and then I realized today we're talking about game setup. We're going to get into that shortly. But before we do, let's go ahead. Would you let me finish my sentence? No, shut up. Before we do, let's address the elephant in the room, and that is the most recent round of patches and fixes required for it. So, Odds, I'll let you
go. Yeah, there was a recent patch that pretty much got rid of on-body logos and other stuff like that.
So basically, yeah,
the elephant in the room that I'm going to talk to add to this and talk more. Say my little piece on is the fact that the workers at 2K got death threats.
Oh, that's not right.
I have never been more ashamed to be a CAW creator ever in my life. I know THQ got death threats for SVR 2008. That wasn't right then either. Yeah, they made light of it when they were showcasing SVR 2009, but that's still what's wrong is still wrong. Anyone that was a part of any of those death threats, you should be thrown in jail. You should be banned from these games and never allowed to ever buy one of these games ever again. just go outside and freaking try to get a woman.
Touch the grass.
Yes, please. Now, as for the actual intelligent adults in the room, if you have CAWs that you downloaded and they've lost logos, just go back and re-download that CAW and you're fine. It's not that big. All you have to do is just re-download that CAW. Now, if it's your CAWs,
oh shit! I just realized.
And if you haven't uploaded them to CC, then you're gonna have to redo them, redo the logos at least. You know, put the logos back on. For some of us, that could take at least a couple weeks, if not more. For some of the other of us, one that's specifically getting burnt out to all hell. Love you, Gaff. Yeah, for that, you just have to re-put the logos in. According to Q, blemish, you may have to re-put in the blemishes as well.
You do have to re-put in the blemishes. Delvin had
any movable
yeah
mark
or
scratch.
Any movable logo that was on the body is now gone. So you have to reapply that. Also, some logos that are on the back of characters, like on their jackets, I've noticed, jacket logos are gone. So let's go to someone who has a jacket logo here. Where's Kyle at?
Because I already know I'm going to have to do some fixing of my own for my CAWs.
Yep. So Kyle has none of his tattoos. And when you go into his attire, and you go to his jacket, on the back of his jacket, it shows? What?
Wait.
These show in creation, but in the match they don't show. I already tested this. What? During the match, your camo logos were not on the call.
Did you do this after this current patch this morning?
Yeah, I did this after the patch. I have not restarted my game since this. There's tattoos. See, his tattoos are gone. In the match, the camo on his tights disappeared too.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to delete my CAW then.
I would just re-download the Kyle that's up on CC right now.
Well, the thing is, I want to make sure I don't mess things up.
Yeah, good point.
I might just go back through my CAWs and just make sure that everything's okay, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm doing with all of mine right now. So, I fixed...
Yeah, it's gonna be a hell of an ordeal, but we've been through worse. It can be done.
I fixed Delvin, at least, so he's fixed. Thank God. And I'm sorry, there are some spoilers when scrolling through all these characters, so please...
Yeah, it can
try not to pay attention to the small details.
It doesn't freaking matter.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be done. It could be repaired. Everything can be repaired.
Everything can be repaired. It just takes time, so...
Yeah, it just takes time and effort and a lot of the stuff that... Depending on what your work schedule is, some of us don't have that.
It's gonna take me, because I have 50 of my own characters, it's gonna take me probably until at least the end of August, early September to finish all this. Going through and making sure that everyone's good and that all their logos are in place and that everyone, like, all the time that I spent creating, I'm gonna have to literally spend about that much time, which is about 2 months, to just go through and fix everyone and make sure that they're all good. But the only reason it's going to take me that long is I work 50 hours a week and I'm trying to get back in the gym and I'm trying to take care of myself.
Mm-hmm.
and I have a stream schedule. So it's like I've already committed to this season. I'm seeing it through. Whether we have logos on the characters or not, we're seeing it all the way through.
But yeah, it's a thing. What I recommend to everybody, I know it's too late for this, but don't go overboard. Don't go crazy. I know hours put in trust me, I know hours put in. This is unacceptable.
Yeah, that's fine.
I get it, but there's a lot bigger things out in the world that can get you further more pissed off than this.
This is what I think of. This is what I actually blame for this whole patch being
the gremlins.
No, the glitch gremlin from freaking AVGN.
the glitch gremlin. First thing I saw gremlin, I'm like, oh, the gremlins. You never can tell. There might be a gremlin in your house. Anyway, it's nothing. It's nothing too major. Not really. I mean, frustration, yes. Should happen, no. But with everything they put in and taking out, Travis Scott, it's understandable. Especially with they probably didn't have a lot of time to prepare to put this patch out. And there's probably going to be more fixes to this in the upcoming patches.
Yeah.
I'm almost guaranteeing you. So that's why just be patient. Just as relaxed as you can. Be relaxed as you can about it, as much as it's frustrating. Because as I just think of the people working there. As we were talking about, I think that aired during the GM mode of they're just a lot of these people's horrible work schedule. As much as people have tried to get rid of crunch is still a thing in gaming, guys. Some of these people don't see their families for at least months.
Well, and
some of them sleep in their freaking cubicles.
To clarify, we're lucky. Now, kind of think about this when you're thinking about the fix that they just did, and I know that we have some work to do, but if I blame those that didn't check Trivago. Bless you, Gav. Keep this in mind, okay? This fix they did in 2 days after the initial issue. 2 days. That's going through every line of code and finding the issue in 2 days.
One by one.
One line by one, yes. Looking at every single digit, making sure they didn't miss anything to try and see what caused this. Then testing, readjusting, and going through and doing it all over again as many times as you can think of. Alright? That's what they did to fix this. Now, I get the fix isn't perfect, but at least the logos stick now and the tattoos stay on now. That at least is a plus. And they did it in 2 days, which means we can now...
I think it aired during gem mode that your friend that's actually in coding said it probably would have taken a month.
Yeah. I have a coder friend to fix it right to where the logos wouldn't disappear and would actually stay on the characters and all that stuff would take an entire month. Because that's literally going in and trying to see, okay, how do we undo what we just did? Because essentially what happened was they the patch disconnected all the logos to from the characters. So when they patched it and fixed it, it legitimately was the hard cut. This fix was a hard cut.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing what probably happened, and this is just a guess, I'm guessing they probably may have found a way to keep them on, but whatever way they did, it probably fucked something else up that would have been even worse. So if this is the alternative, or if this is the fix that we have, I'm okay with it, and I can work around this.
Speaking of, could them removing all of Travis Scott's stuff, because that would mean all of Travis Scott's stuff, people have to remember, would have been in the creation suite. Well, could that have done something?
Oh yeah. If it was
adding any of the Aleister Black stuff?
If it was already in there. So if it was already in there and all they had to do was click a button to unlock it, and it was already slotted to be in a certain spot, and they have to take that out, yes, that does a lot. When I tried, so remember in 23, I said I was going to try, and on the PC I was going to try and add my own custom music to the game and all that stuff, right? Mm-hmm. When I tried that, it bricked the entire game and I couldn't load it. Because it shifted everything around and the game was inoperable. So I had to actually delete it, re-download it, and then re-upload my save data from the cloud to make it work properly again. And I'm so grateful that I had save data from before I did it, because if I didn't, I'd be fucked. At that time, I would have been fucked. But thank God I didn't do that, and I had the save data, so I was okay. But again, that just goes to show any little change, any addition, any subtraction to a game like this that's not really meant to be modded, that's meant to be the way this game is set up, any little change like that can throw things out of whack. So it's very possible them removing it all completely F things up. Now, had they just left the files in and then just added Aleister, even that would have caused an issue, because again, you're adding something brand new to an ecosystem that you already have going. So
yeah, people have to remember, some of these patches like this for any normal for any other normal game takes months, guys. They take months to work on and put together, and even then, it still can screw things up.
Yeah. So
these guys don't have a lot of time to do these patches,
and we don't know how big their team is either. We don't know how many
exactly.
people they have on their team. They could have 10 people in a room.
Yeah, we didn't know how big THQ was until it finally folded.
Exactly. So that means
as we found out, it was a freaking gosh dang probably working out of a little shack.
For all we know, there's 10 people in a room working on patches. You know, and the second that somebody reports a patch, it's just like, who was it that said it last night? Was it Rage or was it Chaz? I forgot who said it. But just like they said last night, they'd have a friend who coded, I believe it was Call of Duty or something, and every time they'd see a glitch, the guy would sigh. That was Samurai? Okay.
That's Samurai.
I think
Sorry,
what was
Samurai.
it again?
The Call of Duty reference or whatever it was, the coder.
Oh yeah, that was me. That was me.
Yeah. Every time they'd see a video online of somebody showing a glitch, they get a call from their higher up saying, "We're gonna need you to work 20-hour days for the next month until this is fixed." Essentially, like we're gonna need you to sleep here. So I mean, I can't imagine being one of those coders for this game right now. Like, yeah, we just added something. Oh shit. Well, this is gonna be a long few nights or days or whatever, you know.
And with any job, notice with everybody that's that has long jobs and you're working while you're half sleeping, you're going to make mistakes.
Yeah.
And that's how some of these mistakes can happen too. That's why people are trying to get rid of crunch in gaming. The crunch time in gaming, because it's that dangerous to people's health. And yes, Scorpion, there is rumors that Goldberg and Nikki Bella are coming in. That's also Rage said that's part of also why what the patch was doing. So again, add more on to the all the elements that could have screwed things up.
Yep.
Of someone saying, we need you to add this, and remove this within less than a week.
Yeah. All right. I think it's about time that we go ahead and... Are we ready to transition, or do we into the next con?
We can go to the next topic, and it leads into... It actually leads into things coming up, these small news portion.
Yep.
News portion here. It's small. All we have is stuff about New Jack for the upcoming DLC. New Jack will have a entrance that's for non-DQ matches and one for DQ matches. With non-DQ matches, like Extreme Rules, he'll bring out a giant shopping cart of weapons, and the match will start with the weapons in the ring.
Which would be fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And throughout hardcore matches, I believe Brian Williams, which is a reliable source. He's been around since the THQ days. I trust, anyone that's been around for this long, trust Brian Williams. He's a down-to-earth guy. Brian Williams said that his music will be playing throughout the hardcore matches. So that's really cool.
Yep.
That's pretty much all we got in the next DLC. It's pretty much all stuff on other than Nintendo confirming what everybody has already known from the leaks, that KSI is the next guest character.
And I believe the Switch 2 is getting 25 at some point, right?
Yes, the Switch 2 is getting 2K25. I know some people have brought up, why did they get the island? Here's a novel concept, guys. Here's the reason why. It's because they don't have mods, and there's no and people get in trouble for modding a Nintendo.
Yep.
Newsflash. That's why the island can go on there. I guarantee the island would have been on the last gen console if they could have if they had the frame of mind to separate the PC from the last gen consoles.
I was gonna say, if they would have just put the PC on its own island and then said, consoles, you can all communicate with each other.
Oh yeah.
PC, you're on your own. Okay, guess what? Consoles, you get the island.
Well, yeah, I've said this on this very podcast, that's what they should have done, and then they should have just said, okay, PC players, you don't get the island, but here's something you do get. You get a mod kit. Have fun.
Like, yeah, you can have fun with all these toys.
Oh, that's good, Gav. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's what they should have done.
Lucky as hell that I didn't run the game till 1.19 came out. It looks like I still have everything in place.
That's cool, but you still have to do at least a few once-overs, because
yep.
Even those that haven't touched it are still being affected. It's just but sometimes you have to deal with when it comes to patches. Especially with... That's why everyone has said for years, these games need to be bi-yearly.
I would like either every other year or every 2-year, or every 3-year model. That's what I would like.
Well, yeah. That's what everyone has said, to give these poor people more time to work on stuff.
I mean, even if it's this type of model with, like... Even if they're going to include like an island type thing or a My Faction type thing in it, give it a few years to breathe. Because you can do stuff like add on to island content and add on to Add on to my rise if you want. I don't give a shit. Hell, add a new showcase every year and have me pay you $60 for the new showcase and all the next season of content or whatever it is. But keep it running for more than
especially if it's 3 years.
Than a year.
Especially if it's a 3-year model, that could definitely work, especially with those that buy the games every year. And by the time the next game comes out, like in 2K19, we were starving for a new game by then.
Yeah. Yep, and just like you said, 19 shows how much life we can get out of one game for more than a year. Yeah. That's why I'm doing a 2-year run with this game. That's why I don't have any plans on... I have no plans on going to 26. The next game that I plan on buying is 27.
Same.
I will not buy 26. And the reason that I will not buy 26 is I am tired of having to go through and having to create everybody every single year. It's too much. Going in and doing
I'll get 26. I'll get 26, but that's just because of the shows that will be on 26.
Yeah.
But shout out to Blaze McCoy.
Yes. And I'll be probably share playing with you and making Kelly Mavericks, so. Odds will have Kelly next year. And most likely Jen. So you'll have both of them. But
yeah.
All the other characters are gonna live here in this game that we're looking at right now. And speaking of this game, I'm gonna transition into our next thing. Speaking of this game,
before we transition, let's Samurai can speak.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what else I could add though. That's the problem. I'm just over here also just like giving my calls the once over, just trying to make sure that everybody's like good to go.
Yeah.
Or at least figure out the damage control I have to do, which is so far I have to find Max's mask and some other shit. Huh. Hey Beetle.
Yeah.
You had said that Kyle's camo pants don't come up in the game, right?
Watch.
Mine are fine. The only logo that glitched out was his t-shirt logo.
So...
Well, okay. Anything that was besides the tattoos, I should say.
Where's Fallout?
I think it's just random chances to what got glitched, so...
Here, I'll show you.
No, I believe you, dude.
Okay.
I'm just saying, because I think it's probably different for everybody's, statues, I should say.
Yeah.
Oops, my bad. I accidentally loaded up the stream. So, apologies if you heard an echo, folks.
To be fair, I didn't hear the echo.
So. I did, but it's just me.
Weird.
You're good. Don't worry about it. All right. So...